Hey guys! On Tuesday, I went to Canopy Lake Park for the first time, and I had so much fun. I went with a whole bunch of my friends. I don't even know what the final tally number was. But I had such a fun time, and I thought I would give you a little rundown of what happened. Maybe? Yeah, sure. So when we first got there, it was a little chilly, and me and a couple of my friends went on the Ferris wheel. And that was pretty fun. It was a little slow, but it was okay. And we could see the lake, and it looked so pretty. And then after that, a whole bunch of us went to Yankee Cannonball, I believe was what we did next. That was pretty fun. I'm not... Okay, well, I wasn't a roller coaster person. And I was a little scared because this one, it has a 63-foot climb, I think is what it was. And then it drops. Not a straight drop, but it's more like that drop. And then it goes right back up and down, and it goes around and up and down, and it's a little scary. And I was freaking out. And one of the other kids' little siblings was there, and he was a little nervous too. And I was like, why don't we go in the same car, because, you know, why not? So we're going, and when I get scared, I don't usually scream. I usually just clench up like a little deer in the headlights. So I didn't scream. I was so scared. I was clinging to that bar that they click down in front of you, and I was pushing my hips against the seatbelt to try and like keep myself from moving, and I was freaking out. And we go around, and I close my eyes for part of it because I'm freaking out, but then at the end I was like, that was so much fun. So we went to a couple other rides. We went to the swings, which I'd never been on those, and just as we're about to get on, they had to shut it down because something was wrong with it. So we're like, great, we gotta go find another ride to go on. So we went on a whole bunch of rides. We had lunch, and we ate that out in the parking lot because a bunch of the kids brought their own lunches. We went on a couple more rides, and there was the Psychodrome. And in there, it's that scrambler ride, but there's like these lights flashing and music playing. One of my friends had never been on one of those, and I didn't realize until like halfway through because we were sitting next to each other, and she's like, oh my goodness, it looks like we're gonna hit each other. And I was like, oh, have you ever been on one before? She's like, no! And the checkerboard lights made it look even more like you were gonna hit each other, and it was so cool, and it was so much fun. And after that, we went on the swings because they opened up again. That was a lot of fun. And the group of kids that I was with, because there were different groups, but the group that I was with was gonna go to the corkscrew. And I had put a ground rule. I'm not going on anything that goes upside down. That was my ground rule. I do not like going on things that go upside down. I've never done it because I've been way too scared to. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But a couple of my friends, they were like, let's go to that one. And I was like, all right, I'll come watch. And they're like, no, you should come do it with us. And I was like, I really don't think I can. And so I asked, I was like, okay, so how many corkscrews does it have? And they're like, there's only like 2, and they're really short, so you don't even notice. And I was like, okay, I guess maybe we'll see. And so we get there was like no line, so we kind of went through, and I was like, I guess I can. And we're up there, and we're waiting just outside the car because there's like little lines to each seat. So I'm sitting there with one of my friends. 2 of my other friends are right in front of me. I'm freaking out the whole time. I'm like breathing heavy, I'm like clutching my bag, and my one friend has his arm around me. He's like, it's okay, you can do it. I'm freaking out. And so my other friend took my bag, stuck it in the little box with his, and sitting down, the thing comes down. I'm clutching the handle so hard. And my friend sitting next to me is like, are you okay? Are you gonna be okay to do this? And I'm like, I don't know. And so I'm holding his hand because I'm freaking out. And this was the first ride I screamed on. So we take off, and it goes up, 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 and I'm freaking out. I don't remember if I closed my eyes or not, but I'm squeezing my friend's hand, and then it goes around this curve, and then it drops. And I just scream, and I'm squeezing his hand, and we go around one corkscrew, and then another corkscrew, and then a really bad scary, scary corkscrew, and I'm still squeezing his hand, I'm still screaming at the top of my lungs. And we get to the end, and I start laughing. My friend's like, whoa, you have a really tight grip when you're scared. And I felt so bad because I like squeezed his hand so hard, but I really enjoyed it. There's this one roller coaster called Untamed, and my friends had a bunch of my friends had gone on it, and I would refuse to go on it because it goes upside down and there's that steep drop, and I was like, no, not gonna do that. But after the corkscrew, I looked at my friends and I said, let's go see what the line on Untamed looks like, because if there's no line, I think I might do it. And they were all so excited. And so we went and we did Yankee Cannonball one more time, because we were meeting up with another group. And then we went to Untamed and there was like no line. And so I hopped up there with my friends and I'm standing there and I start freaking out again. My very best friend, I was like, you have to come on with me, I have to do this with you. She's like, okay, I'm cool, this other girl's gonna come with us, and I was like, yes, yes. And then one of the guys was like, I have to go with you, I have to ride next to you for your first time doing this, I have to see your reaction. And I was like, okay, that's fine, you know, that's cool. But I was freaking out, and he's like, you know, you need someone to have a conversation with you as you're going up and just before you go over, because that's the scariest part and you just need someone to get your mind off of it. And I was like, okay, if you want to do that, that's fine. So as we're going up this steep hill, it's literally like 90 degrees and you're lying flat like that, and I'm freaking out. And he's talking to me, he's like, so how was your day? And I'm like, interesting. And he's like, the weather's been pretty good. And we start talking and he's like, I don't even remember what he said to me. But so we're going up straight, we get to the top, it kind of stops for like a second, and I'm like freaking out. And then it goes down this hill and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs and I'm squeezing my best friend's hand. And we go down this hill and we go around the loop, and I'm like, oh, that loop wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but I'm still screaming really loud. And then we go around the bend and there's a picture, and I don't even remember, I was probably just screaming at the top of my lungs. And we go around a corkscrew, and then I think there was another corkscrew, I can't exactly remember, but we go around and then we stop. And I think I started laughing again. I ended up going on that ride 4 times. I think I'm a roller coaster person now. I only screamed on it 1 time. The rest of the times I was able to hold it in, and I even smiled at the camera for the picture. It was so much fun. I couldn't have asked for a better group to go with for my first time to Canopy Lake Park. If I had gone with probably any other crowd, I wouldn't have gone on that ride. And I'm glad I did, because now I know that I can go on rides like that, and when I go to other theme parks and other amusement places, I can be like, yes, I'm gonna go on that really big scary roller coaster because I can do it. And I want to thank everyone who helped me get over my fears of roller coasters, because it was just so much fun. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're new here, follow me on all my social media websites, links are in the description. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye!